I do have a cup of coffee. I was thinking about tea, but no, I needed coffee, so I hope you got your cup today too. And I want to share with you about chapter 13 in Numbers. Basically, how do you see yourself? How do you carry yourself? Are you a grasshopper? Or are you a king or a queen? Now, we see that phrase everywhere. We see it in stickers, we see it in clothing. But one thing is carrying it around and demanding it. Another thing is, do you believe it? Because based on your belief in your heart is the way you make decisions and the way you react to things. And I was actually reminded of this maybe 2 weeks ago, and I blessed the person who reminded me because this was actually the first study I gave the women I'm currently leading, and that was 2 years ago. So fast forward 2 years, and I needed this reminder, and maybe so do you. So here it goes. Chapter 13 is where God tells Moses to send 12 spies to the promised land, to Canaan, basically to observe and report back. And he gives them instructions. He says, let me know, is the land rich or poor? Are the people strong or weak? Are there many or few? And bring back fruit. And he picks 12 leaders, so a leader from each tribe. Maybe in a way to say it could happen to the best of you. And they do go. But before they go, he tells them, be courageous. So the opposite of fearful. And they come back with fruit and they do report back and say, the land is great, it's fruitful, it's amazing, it's blessed, it has milk and honey. So they were starting to see it the way God intended them to see it and to report back. Because remember, God gives us promises. It's always a good thing, it's always a blessing. He's not going to send us things to hurt us. But then their human eye starts kicking in. And they say, but they're stronger than us. We literally were like grasshoppers. We saw ourselves like grasshoppers, therefore they saw us as grasshoppers too. Indeed. Remember that cliche quote that says, however you carry yourself or you act is the way people see you, how you see yourself? So true. But I love the next chapter because here were two spies that were seeing it the way God intended them to continue seeing it, not their fears kicking in. And that was Caleb and Joshua. And they reported back, and they were so passionate about it that they even tore their clothing and they said, if God is pleased with us, he will give it to us. Why are you doubting? God has opened that door. God says, walk through it. Go there. Go to that land. It's yours. He found please in us. But then they say, do not rebel against him. And I love the word because we do that. I do that. Where God says, here's this door, I'm going to open it for you. And then here's Yenni saying, but maybe if, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't think I belong there. I don't know if it's for me, I'm doubting. I'm resisting. Do not rebel against him. Don't resist that blessing. And this is the key why. They say, do not be afraid. So once again, it's fear, it's doubts kicking in. And they're saying, do not be afraid. We will devour them. We will consume them. They will be gone. All those fears will be gone if we trust in God's open door where he says to go. And notice, it wasn't just Joshua who reported back, and it wasn't just Caleb. It was them both together. And that to me showed me that it is very important who you surround yourself with, the way you see yourself, how you carry yourself, what words are spoken through you. Because even Proverbs 13:20 says, if you are surrounded with wise men and women, you will become wise. But if you're in companion of fools, you will be harmed. So whose advice are you seeking? Who are your best friends? Whose words are you listening to? Are you letting them go into your heart? Are they people who even pray? Are they people who are even victorious, who have a positive aspect in life, who are seeking God? And the other thing is, stop using your words and use the way God called you. Remember, Matthew 5:14 says, we're the light of the world. We're literally light. Romans 8:37 says, we're more than conquerors. We're more than victorious. He already says we are. Why are you doubting? And the one that I love is 1 Peter 2:9, where it says, we're chosen people. We are royalty with him. We are a holy nation. We are meant to be kings and queens with him. He already chose us. So why are we letting those negative words come out of our mouths or guide our decisions and our thoughts? And I want to leave you with this, and I hope that out of everything I've said, you stay with this message. And it is actually Proverbs 18:21. And it says, Life and death come from your tongue. So it is vital that you speak life, because that is the difference between a prosperous, victorious life where you achieve your blessings, or a life of failure, of doubts, of disappointments. So I hope that beginning today, you remind yourself, I'm not a grasshopper, and I will not see myself as a grasshopper. I want to be like Caleb and Joshua, and I want to see myself as a king and the queen that he's called me to be. I'm already royalty because he's already made me a new creation. So I want to base my decisions and walk through the doors that he opens based on Caleb and Joshua, seeing myself as more than a conqueror.